Okay, so I'm Paulo. I'm the founder of OpenAirSmart, an SME from Portugal. We are mainly focused on 5G and wireless connectivity. And this idea of this project comes from the needs, let's say, for testing open RAN interfaces based on software-defined radios. So we built a proposal together with Virginia Tech in the US to address this issue using OpenAirInterface as an open source framework to implement Open RAN and do some experimentation. And in the meantime, it's also helped us to kick off a new product in our company, that is the OAI box that I also am going to show you. So we as a company, of course, we are looking for development of products, and we saw here an opportunity on this Open RAN new, let's say, hot topic, and the use of OpenAirInterface to implement these interfaces. So we are a small company, 12 engineers based in Portugal, and we are one of the key contributors of the OpenAirInterface 5G protocol stack. We have been very involved on updating the LTE version to 5G with the OpenAirInterface Software Alliance, and we have in our labs an advanced implementation of OAI that we also commercialize as our own distribution of OpenAirInterface. So our team is led by myself with Luis and Roberto. The Virginia Tech team is actually two professors, Lindsley and Luis da Silva. We work mainly with the Commonwealth Cyber Initiative. So it's a big initiative that is on the Virginia state in the US, very well funded. And they are building and investing on experimentation using software-defined radios. And we also, let's say, help them and the PhD students from VT to use OpenAirInterface as a research tool. So there is here a win-win and cross-fertilization activities between our needs and VT needs in the use of OAI. So Commonwealth Cyber Initiative is the focus is on cybersecurity, but also addressing 5G and the wireless components. Is actually an aggregation of 41 higher education institutions with a budget of more than $100 million and 320 researchers. You can learn more on the Commonwealth Cyber Initiative webpage. And Virginia Tech is just one of the universities and research centers that belongs to this association. Okay, the Commonwealth Cyber Initiative has this testbed, quite advanced, that use USRP's N310-24. Each one is able to use a bandwidth of 100 megahertz. So it's very interesting for us as an SME to use this experimentation facility to test 5G in the full band and do a lot of testing and experimentation based on OpenAirInterface. So the main objective of this experiment is to implement Open RAN interfaces using OAI as a 5G stack, and run this experimentation on top of the Cyber Initiative XG testbed in the US. So OpenAirSmart, we have provided also training to the VT team on the development, testing, and integration of OpenAirInterface, because we have a lot of experience on this. So we promote this OpenAirInterface that is actually an European project that is led by Eurecom in France, but has founders from big industry like Qualcomm or Fujitsu. So there is an supports this open source project, but is an European project, and is used in the US as a tool for 5G experimentation. So the idea is around Open RAN. So we create or we contribute to the implementation of the interfaces F1 between the distributed units and the centralized units in the Open RAN architecture. We, as a company, of course, we are always looking for possibilities to create products, and we have actually investing on the development of a framework to facilitate the use of OpenAirInterface, because I don't know if you are aware, but OAI as an open source program, they don't care too much about user experience, about getting the data in nice plots. So we build on top of OpenAirInterface a framework that we call an OAI box that facilitates the use of OAI, that extracts key performance indicators that then are useful for the researchers, for instance, that wants to do machine learning on top of this data, collect the data from the G-Node B, from the core network. So different parameters that we can provide based on this framework. In this case, for instance, RSSI, RSRP, bit rates, in this case more on the physical layer, but you have also from other layers parameters that were extracted, and this tool has been used and now commercialized as a product. So in terms of dissemination, we were at the OpenAirInterface workshop in Paris, where we present this tool. We are our prototype of this OAI box. It got a lot of attention because anyway is a facilitator for the OpenAirInterface community to have access to the data that otherwise takes a lot of time and investment. Just here, I think it's also a video of the new OAI 5G standalone graphical user interface designed by our team. We were also in Las Vegas in the Mobile World Congress. Here you can see Luis da Silva, there's the head of the Commonwealth Cyber Initiative in the Open RAN demo at the Mobile World Congress in Las Vegas. It was a big event where we had the opportunity actually to share ideas with our US partners, the students from the Virginia Tech. We were also able to go to the OpenAirInterface North America workshop, where we present our OAI box solution. It was in San Diego at Qualcomm headquarters. So Qualcomm is one of the main sponsors of the OpenAirInterface open source project, and we were invited to present this tool to the OAI community, again with a lot of attention. Here you can see that the box gets smaller, more compact solution, and we are now commercializing this as a product, as a plug-and-play solution that researchers, universities can buy if they want to use OAI in a plug-and-play way. So the solution comes with a Quectel modem, with a dashboard, and it continues to be open source. You can change the code, but in some way we are facilitating the use of OpenAirInterface. So we see here a good impact because of the links with the Virginia Tech, the feedback that we got from them on the use of our solutions. This is actually the website, oaibox.com. Working with Virginia Tech, of course, it was quite useful because as a very good university, we present it as a user, as a client of our solution that is good for promotion, of course. And by the way, also our first client comes from a company in the US called BATS that acquired our OAI box for experimentation of 5G. If you go to our website, let me see if I can just go quickly to now because I'm sharing the presentation. You can go to the website and see a video. A video is not this one. Okay, just OAI box. yeah, because I think the good thing of this project is at the end it comes out with a real product. Okay, so customers can buy the box, comes with a dashboard, comes with a manual, with a user equipment, with a SIM card that facilitates the use of OAI, and you have been quite active now promoting this, and it has been used by several research centers, universities across the world. Our first client was in the US, and the idea is actually that the customers get a box, easy to configure. The box, then you can have access to through a simple dashboard, and then you have a distribution of OpenAirInterface that was tested by us, that is working on the core network of 5G on the G node B. And okay, some of these features were tested in collaboration with VT, with the feedback that we got as the users of the solution. And we'll continue working together and looking for opportunities. And I'd like to thank the opportunity. I think it was not a big project in terms of funding, but with a lot of impact, because these links with the US open the doors to have the possibility to promote these beyond Europe, and as I mentioned, so actually the first client was in the US, and the OpenAirInterface is an European project, an European open source project that is used across the globe, and we are contributing to the dissemination of this OAI project, facilitating the use of OAI through this product that we are now commercializing. Okay, I think from my side is if you want to learn more, just go to the website OAI Box, and we are happy to share any information. You can download the manual, how it works, and yeah, and we are happy to get your questions and suggestions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Paulo. And we're delighted to hear of your successes, and and it ticks a lot of the boxes of what the NGI program in general was trying to do, and also NGI Atlantic. So it's getting SMEs involved into the program, and then getting transatlantic cooperation in as well, and also commercialization of the technologies. And it's tremendous that your first commercial product success is in the US. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
We're delighted to hear that your project has contributed to that success. So that's tremendous. So congratulations on that.
Okay, yes, thank you. Also, yeah, the funding that you use from that Atlantic project allowed us to go to the US 2 times for the Mobile World Congress and for the OpenAirInterface workshop in San Diego at Qualcomm. And of course, this comes with contacts that now we are building on top. And I also like to thank for the opportunity for being involved in this project. And also, I think this is a great program that you put together, this NGI Atlantic. So great to be here, and thank you.
Okay, thank you. Jorge, do you want to?
Yeah, thank you, Paulo. Very interesting presentation. In particular, since you are in a very small company, so I was interested to understand, for example, when you participate to this type of projects, for example, the administrative burden or the process to get into the project, to present proposals, to how do you see, because the research community is more used to this kind of procedures. So how did you feel it in a small company?
Yeah, you know, we are a particular kind of company because myself, I got a PhD, and in the process of my PhD at the University of Aveiro in Portugal, we were involved in Horizon 2020 projects. So I know already the framework, let's say, involved. So we are, let's say, in a privileged position, okay, to apply for this kind of initiatives. But the good thing of these small open core projects compared with the Horizon, the big ones, and the thing that I like is that they are focused. So it's a 6 months project. The paperwork associated in terms of deliverables are not so big, and we rely more on you, and in this case on the VT as our partner. So this is quite interesting, and I think the Commission should reinforce this, to have more small projects, to avoid to have all the overheads that the big ones. Of course, the big ones also comes with more funding, but for the profile of our company, this kind of open core projects fits very well with the targets, concrete targets, let's say delta improvements, and not too much. So the application, I think it was 10 pages or 15 pages. So I think the effort is moderated to write it down, and then the reporting, of course, is required, but is not the huge number of deliverables that I used to have my times when I did the PhD at the university. So it's the good thing that I like from these more small projects, targeting specific use cases, and yeah. So, but of course, you need to have some skills, no, to present your ideas.
And then I have a second question, because you, if I understood correctly, you had a part that was more on development together with the colleagues in the US, and there was another part that was more dissemination and trying to find business opportunity. How do you see this balance between what you did, what was more useful, what's the right balance for this, the targets that you have both technical development and also business challenges?
Yeah, of course, business is very important. Yeah, here we took the advantage of the Mobile World Congress, and then we have a meeting with the VT team at the Mobile World Congress itself. So it was we can do both. It was quite a unique opportunity, because most of the work was done remotely, because the OpenAirInterface is based on GitLab, GitHub. We use the repositories from Neurecom to do the development. There is no need for, let's say, physical, a lot of physical meetings. But yeah, the commercialization and the marketing is very important for a company. And sometimes it's, yeah, because the focus of the projects are more on research. When we present the proposal, you know, we know that the reviewers want to see state-of-the-art stuff. It was why we focus more on the Open Run, because Open Run is a hot topic, you know. But I have to tell you that this product that we have now on the market don't use Open Run, and the customers are buying this without Open Run. Let's say the features that we develop in the project itself, they are not the most required by the customers. The customers want a solution, easy to use, monolithic solution as we have here, and of course with affordable price. So it's always difficult to get this balance between beyond state of the art as a research and what the market wants. we have to listen to the customers. It's most important. This is why it's important to go to these exhibitions, to talk with the potential customers, to get their feedback before investing a lot in a new product.
Thank you very much. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paulo.
Okay.